Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we will talk about important topic which is how to reply reviewers. So by now you receive an email from the journal with revision request. They request from you to do the revision, the correction, and send back your revised manuscript within a time frame. Usually they give you 2 weeks, and in specific situation you can ask for extra time, especially like nowadays in the COVID-19 era. Some of the journal they will give you more time to do your revision. So but when you receive this email, the revision email, you have to start to prepare your reply as soon as possible, because as you know you will be busy with your daily life, and then the 2 weeks will pass very fast. And some journal they are very strict. If you just past the 2 weeks, they will not give you an extra time and your paper will be rejected. Because keep in your mind, like 80 to 90%, if a journal send you a revision request, that's mean they are willing to accept your paper for publication. Your paper chance to be accepted is very high. So how to start? Of course, you need to start your reply, your cover letter. First of all, you need to start with thanking reviewers for their comments and time to improve your work. So this is the example. You have to put, dear doctor, you put the name of the editor. This is very important whenever you are writing a submission letter, cover letter for the revision. Also, you need to put the date, and also you have to put the name of the editor. This is very important. The name of the editor, of course, it will be in the email when you receive the revision request email. At the end, there is the editor name, which is responsible for your manuscript. So you put the name of the editor. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to submit a revised draft of the manuscript. You put your manuscript title in there, and also you put the name of the journal. We appreciate the time and effort that you and the reviewer dedicated to providing feedback on our manuscript, and are grateful for the insightful comments on and valuable improvement to our paper. And of course, when you talk, of course, who will do the revision and send the um, revised version, and this cover letter is the corresponding author. So always you put us, our paper. Never talk as you, my paper. Thank you for giving comments to my paper, my work. No, usually, because usually the paper is a teamwork. You are just one person out of three, four, or five co-authors. Each one of the author he did some part of the manuscript. So always talk in the spirit of the team. And of course, you need to put that you highlighted the changes in different color in the revised file, so the editor and reviewer will notice the changes easily, because some of the journal they send the revision and the revised manuscript back to the reviewers. The reviewers, they don't have time, they just go to the revised file and they see the highlighted in different color. Usually use red color font, so you just to highlight this is the changes. So, and of course, in the cover letter, you have to put this one. We have incorporated most of the suggestions made by the reviewer. Those changes are highlighted within the revised manuscript in red color, any color you want. But usually they use red color. So then you put your reply. There's two formats to put your reply, either table format or points format. So the first one is the table response form. So you put the reviewer comments, what is your response, and you put the page and line. Very important, you put page number 3, line number 46, and correction done, and more literature was added because the reviewer comment was that introduction is relevant but lacking some of the literature, so you add more literature. This is your response, you put the page and line. The second format is point response. You just put it in a word So you put the comments of the reviewer, like this is reviewer 1, reviewer 2. Of course, you have to put each reviewer separately. The result section and of the abstract need to be improved and include more results such as p-value. So the other respond, thank you, we have made the changes required, and rewrite the abstract. And this is other important point, usually emphasize on thank you, thanks for your comment, thanks for your feedback, because the editor and the reviewer, they like to the appreciation style. So this is a very good point. Okay, some of the important points we always emphasize on this: need to be polite with editor and reviewers. This is very important. Usually be very polite. Never ever argue with the reviewer. We'll talk about this in the next slide. Need to answer all the points, even if you disagree with some of the comments. There is reviewer 1 has 10 comments. You have to respond to all 10 comments and try to make as much changes as possible. You can make 8 out of 10 is okay. 7 out of 10 is very good. 10 out of 10 is the best. Never argue with the reviewer or say they are wrong. Never ever say, no, this is wrong, I did this, nothing. No, never do that. You can decline their request politely and give justification. Example, let's say in the methodology, their comments was, you need to, your inclusion criteria is not correct. You need to include the specific type of respondent. So you need to reply them, thank you for your comments. I totally agree with you, but unfortunately, we already collected the data, and for us, it is unfeasible or it is undoable now to recollect more data, given that the research project and the funding of the project is already finished. So in the future research project, we will put this point into consideration, and we again thank you for your valuable feedback. Something like this, if you want to decline with justification. This is an example of a cover photo for a revision. You put the name, associate editor, this is like BMC Public Health. You put, of course, the title, submission of revised manuscript. For the you put the name of the the title, and of course, if you put the ID is better. So, dear Dr. Veronica, on behalf of all the authors, I'm submitting a revision of the manuscript. You put also the title for publication in BMC Public Health. The author would like to thank the reviewer for their time and valuable comments. We have included more details in the parts of the abstract, background, methodology, discussion, and conclusion. Based on the suggestion of the reviewer, we have end over to respond to all questions and comments, and would be pleased to clarify any of our responses if needed. So this is also very important. You just offer that if any of your response is unclear, you are ready to clarify. As stated when we first submitted the manuscript for peer review, all the authors have contributed significantly to the study, and the authors declare that they have no competence of interest. The responsibility for the content of this manuscript rests entirely within the authors. And of course, you have to end your letter with thanks for your considering this paper for publication. You put your name, affiliation, and email at the end of the cover letter. And of course, this is the cover letter for the revision. The second file or the continuation of the file should be either the table format or the points format. You have to address each point separately. Why we do this video? Because replying to the reviewer is very important. Many, especially the young and the new researcher, they don't know how to reply the comments, and usually they have good works and their paper is wasted and rejected by the journals. So you need to know how to reply them. Of course, by submitting more paper, you will get more knowledge and more experience. But this is the simple instruction and guidelines how to reply the reviewers in very polite and organized manner, and hope that your paper will be accepted for publication. Thank you so much for your for listening to our video. If you like our channel, you can subscribe, and if you have any comments or if you want any specific video on specific topic, please write under the video in the comments, and thank you so much.